You had an interesting question.
Yeah. So, interesting question. And don't ask me how the topic came up, but
Whether it's too soon or not.
whether it's too soon or not. But I was just just thinking, which event usually has the best food? Is it a wedding, a baby shower, or a funeral?
I'm not gonna lie to you. It's between the baby shower and the funeral, cause the baby shower is I don't know. Everybody want to show out because some people don't have the money for an actual gift, so their gift is okay, whatever I'm cooking.
Yeah.
But the food at a funeral is this is your home going. I'm doing this in honor of this nigga. I'm putting my foot, my elbow, everything into this shit. So I don't know. I'm split between the funeral and the baby shower. The meatballs at a baby shower is undefeated though.
Yes, I was about to say the meatballs. And
Meatballs.
I don't know why. When it comes to with baby showers is the number one for me. Because of the fact that I don't know why, but every time there's always Publix wings at the baby shower, and it always hit different, bro. I don't know what it is. The fried chicken wings is always hit different. The fried and the usual spread on everyone's plate at a baby shower is the wings, mac and cheese, meatballs, and probably some rice.
That's true. I mean,
And can't forget about the Hawaiian rolls for sure.
for sure. I think the trick with the wings is hot or cold, they still hit. So it's whether you standing in line for a long time to get them, or you was the first in line to get them. It's they hit the same.
Exactly, and especially when it comes with funerals. Even though the food always be hitting, but your appetite is never 100% there because it's at the end of the day, you at a funeral, you don't want to be there.
True. I just hope people know what we talking about when we mention Publix, because out of state,
That
I
is
figured out that a lot of places don't even have a Publix.
That is true. If you don't live, all right. If you want to know what Publix is, if you don't live by a Publix, move somewhere that has a Publix.
Yes, correct.
That's what Publix is. There you
Correct.
go.
Anyway, welcome to another episode of These Are the Aesthetics. I go by the name of Cheech, a.k.a. Mr. Consistency, a.k.a. The ladies' favorite broadcaster, a.k.a. rain, sleet, or snow. I'm here, man.
Well, I go by the name of Gary, a.k.a. In Gary We Trust, a.k.a. Mr. Sneaker Convo, a.k.a. I'm saving money for the rest of the summer.
That's been your thing. For somebody that's saving money, it's kind of odd that you're going on a cruise soon. But okay, we can talk about this.
That's what we doing now?
Yo, black
I didn't
people,
say where you going after this.
Okay, fair enough. All right, put your gun down. I'll put my gun down.
You ain't wearing that Poppy Culo shirt for no reason.
Poppy Chulo shirt.
You really got on I'm about to meet the parents' outfit.
Nah, bro, I'm honestly chilling. Actually, this outfit was picked out for me. I won't say who my stylist was, but shout outs to.
So you told me you're going home after this?
Yeah, I'm going home. See, that's because of you, I've never beat the allegations. But how you feeling? How's your mental health? How's the week been treating you? You kind of have an idea on how I'm doing, but I'm gonna let you start first.
I'm doing okay, man. Just working. I'm not gonna lie, work has been kicking my ass. And yes, I know for the people who say you work from home, how does work kick your ass? This and that. It's
Technically,
I get it, but it's people need to realize that even if you have a fully remote job, what these people don't realize at fully remote jobs, the fact that your boss knows you work remote, they're gonna give you three people time work. They're gonna give you pretty much to make sure you ain't fucking around at the house.
I mean, you and your boxers chilling, so I mean, the least you can do is more work.
but yes, I'm doing okay. Literally, finally spent some time with Gael this weekend. Went to go to the movies. I've been catching up a lot of stuff. By the way, I saw Sinners.
I haven't seen it yet.
It's on HBO Max. It's not an ad.
I know. I lost my black card a long time ago, but yeah, I might check it out.
I was forced to watch Sinners.
I had plans to go see it because I was told it's better to go see it with somebody else, but I never could secure.
I heard that one before.
Yeah, I could never line up the play, so I never ended up seeing it.
Yeah,
but
and obviously I'm not gonna give a full review, but I'm you know what, it's worth the hype. Worth the hype.
Oh, you finally agreed.
Yeah, it's worth the hype. Yes.
Okay.
And I don't even like horror movies, but it wasn't really fully horror. It was more thriller. But like, it's a very gory-esque movie. But it's like I do like the hidden messages that they did talk about in the movie.
So you fell in love with the storyline.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, I did.
As far as me, man, it's been a rough month. I'm not gonna lie. Y'all know I don't like to get personal on social media or even on the pod. I'm all about positivity, laughter, and just sharing the message. But yeah, it's been a rough month, bro. As you know, and as I mentioned on the show, my grandma died a few weeks ago.
Yes.
And then yesterday, my uncle passed. My dad is sick. It's been a roller coaster of a month.
Life is life.
One of the saddest and most realistic part about growing and evolving is as you grow, as you age, your parents also age. You get what I'm saying? So, if you're out there watching, I urge you to check on your strong friends, check on your family members. Don't get mad over your people, over petty shit, and just make amends. And I feel like we should be as united as we can right now, especially if you're from our generation, which is the 90s, all the way up to the 2000s and shit. So
Yeah, for sure,
spend
man.
as much time as you can with your loved ones because, again, life is unpredictable. So
Very, very, and that's something that I kind of like keep reminding myself is like I know like I'm a homebody and stuff, and it's like I have to keep telling myself like I've been recently saying I'll see you next time, but it's like shit, you don't know if
You
next
really
you
don't
don't know
know.
if there's gonna be a next time.
this
at the
might
end of
be
the day.
the last time sometimes.
Exactly. So you have to
So.
like cherish every moment. And once again, like say it off camera, say it on camera. My condolences, of
Yeah,
course.
I'm good, man. I'm a soldier. I'll be all right. It was mostly like I'm an empath at times, so it was more so I was worried about my mom because she lost her mom. She's out there, her family, which is my grandma, obviously. But as she's chilling with the family, about to get ready to leave, her brother passed away, which is my uncle. So it's like me just putting myself in her shoes. Again, she's human. I know, growing up, we think our parents are superheroes. They have no emotions. They don't feel nothing. They just work and pay bills. But it's like, I don't know. Any man out there watching, you know what it's like seeing your mom cry or seeing your parents break down and get emotional. So
Yeah, for sure. And by the way, like when you lose like someone that's close to you, the question I hate the most because I lost my grandma like 2 years ago.
that's true.
And like, I got so annoyed when it's like the week of the question I got the most is not like, hey, how you doing? It's like, when's the funeral? What are you guys doing for the funeral? What casket are you in? Like, yo, fam, can I fucking grieve?
Yeah, facts. I don't think they're used to I don't think no one understand a male grieving experience. That's what I'll say.
That's facts.
Like, as a man, you grieve a lot of things. Lost of friendship, lost in relationships, lost in family. And because we're organizers and we're kind of like tasked to handle everything, we can't really show emotion until after the fact or at the actual event itself. So, yeah, man, it's been rough. Again, just pray for your boy. I'll be okay. Just I just want my family to be straight.
Yeah, man. Yeah, definitely check on your loved ones, and so if anything, to try to like lighten up the mood. What's on the docket? I do see we have a fully loaded list today, and we have some stuff we've been low key avoiding too.
That's true. That's true. I was gonna call you out, but I didn't want to do too much.
Call
on
me
social
out, by the
media.
way.
Yeah.
Oh, I'm sorry that Cheech has like wants to give 30-minute expressions on one topic. Wow.
But all right, there's been a lot of new music, that's been out. The main event of the week, the most talked about topic of the week when it came to hip hop was the Clips album.
Gotta say the album.
Pusha T and Malice rolled out their Let God Sort Him Out album, and a lot of people are pleased. A lot of people think that hip hop is back. A lot of people were a fan of the rollout. Some people were pleased. Some people were not pleased. But either way, they put on a clinic on just checking every box. Like I think what they did was they kind of give us a look at what a nice and a structured rollout is supposed to be. Like, I think they touched everybody. They did the white publications, GQ, Complex, in a sense, to a certain extent. And
they went on podcasts.
They went around the podcast cycle, did that run. I think the only people that I haven't seen them sit down with yet are streamers. But
yeah, that's actually a good point. Yeah,
they pretty much checked all the boxes, man. You know me as a fan of old school hip hop, the shit that I kind of grew up on. I love that shit. I love all that shit. I love the coke rap, as you guys like to call it, luxury rap. Fly nigga rap. It's just it's refreshing that two people or a duo or a group even is known for one thing. They delivered on that one thing, and they did it at an excellent level, and they did it tastefully done. So I'm happy. I'm pleased. I think I ran that album back at least 3 times.
Mm-hmm. No, it's a really good album. As you guys can see, I'm psyched. I got my Billionaire Boys Club shirt on, like it's 06 again.
Okay.
And
I peep you with the galaxies.
Oh, outer space, Neptune.
I saw the connection.
I try. But yeah, as far as the album, God sorted them out, man. I think this album was phenomenal, and I know people have been calling the Clips really a legacy act. But it doesn't really feel like that. It just feels like, hey, it's a group that's always been there, just dropped another dope banger project. That's why I feel. It doesn't feel like, oh, we just doing this one last run. Even listening to this album, it don't really feel like this is gonna be the last time we're gonna see the Clips together.
No, for sure.
I think my favorite track is definitely Chains and Whips, because it took me a while just to process that song, because it's we got Malice, Pusha T, Kendrick Lamar, produced by Pharrell.
We might never see this again.
That alone is crazy. I ran that song, I think, 5 times in a row. It took me a while to listen to the whole album, because I was running that song back, consistently. Mm-hmm. But I think the most beautiful song is definitely the opener, mm-hmm. when they're literally talking about, basically,
the passing of their mom and dad.
Exactly. Mm-hmm. And I think, even, we forget that, well, no one forgot that, obviously, Pusha T and Malice are brothers. But they kind of reminded us, no, we actually brothers.
Oh, we have siblings.
We're siblings. Yeah. We have the same parents. We have the same celebrity.
We struggle from some of the same pain.
Exactly. We grew up together. Yes. Mm-hmm. Everything I'm thinking, he knows. Every time whatever he's on, I'm on. Pretty much. It's mm-hmm. I think it's a very beautiful album. I love the Tyler Creator verse on there as well. It's just everything was pretty done. Obviously, the old heads are oh, we selling coke again. It's 20.
Coke rap is back.
Crack is back. It's and that's actually a good point how you mentioned that they went everywhere but streaming. If I had to say one streamer I think would they should go on just to close that rollout, I think them on Blackboy Max would be okay.
Okay.
Because he's the most he's the most young music head that's out there that's streaming. Mm-hmm. I think that'd be a good blend.
I mean, even if they don't, whether they do a stream or not, I'm pretty sure the album is gonna do amazing. I think it's projected to do 90 to 100,000 first week.
Exactly.
But if they don't, that's also okay, because I think they kind of give a show on how to really age in hip hop. You get what I'm saying? The what they chose to talk about, the execution, the beat selection, the producer selection. Yeah. It was just very nostalgic, very known. It's you knew what to expect, mm-hmm. but you just got pleased. It's like finding fries at the bottom of the bag. That's kind of how I could describe this album. Phenomenal work. You know me. I love niggas that talk that fly shit.
Exactly.
Talk about I'm in another life I was a drug dealer at some point. So in my mind, when I'm listening to this shit, I'm imagining myself doing these shit.
Magliani.
So yeah, man, phenomenal album. A lot of people are saying. Mm-hmm. Because Justin Bieber is actually at Def Jam now, mm-hmm. they try to roll the Justin Bieber album to step on the Push album. You know me, I'm an R&B head.
Yeah.
I mean, I'm not saying Justin Bieber's an R&B act, but he literally dropped the project with damn near all black collaborations, and R&B Bieber is back pretty much.
I peep it.
So
whenever he needs some help, he always come back to our side. I always See, he do it. Just what's it called? Justin Timberlake do it. Like Robin Thicke be doing it.
Okay, I don't think that's fair.
I see the correlation.
There's a couple of the white boys that can come to the cookout. I'll say that. Because
that's why you need to watch Sinners, because Sinners literally reminds us why we need to stop anybody.
I agree. It's just, again, I don't like culture vultures. Mm-hmm. If you come in here to pillage, to steal, and not give credit is one thing. But Justin Timberlake, you known to work with Timberland. If you know the history of Justin Bieber, he was discovered by Scooter Braun, and he was under Usher at Epic. You get what I'm saying? So, a lot of them do it right. I don't like the white boys that try to be black. If you have a little sauce, you've been inspired by black music, you actually give credit to black creators, you involve black creators in the process, in the production of your art, then I respect it. Again, don't come here to pillage. But if you come in here to share the wealth, enjoy the rich history of our traditions, and give back to the community, I'm with it. So.
Justin Bieber ain't giving back to no community. All I've seen is that nigga sing 2 songs in the hood and dip. And that's because he caught a flat. But it's like
that nigga looked like he was getting pressed too. A lot of people probably don't know what video we talk about. Hopefully we find it and we put it on the screen. But his album was solid though. I will say that. I enjoyed it. I did not enjoy the mixing and mastering of the project because I feel like a lot of the songs sounded like demos that were unfinished. Okay. But maybe it's a form of artistic, expression where he wanted to share the rare form of the songs. Because Kanye be doing that. Kanye be releasing like a raw product and then tweak it later and add 2 more songs to the album, tweak something, remove a song, this and that. So the project sounded good. It sounded like he was free to do what the fuck he wanted to do. He actually had full creative control of the project. And the only thing I had a gripe with was with the mixing and the mastering, because it kind of, again, a lot of the songs sounded like demos to me, but maybe that was intentional. So again, who am I to tell you how to release your art and judge it in a negative way? So.
No, I hear you. I personally didn't listen to the album. Like, I wouldn't say I'm a Justin Bieber fan. Like, not saying he makes
You're
bad
not a
music.
believer.
Definitely not.
You wearing purple. That used to be his color and shit.
Anyway, I didn't even know that, but okay. But what I would say is, I have. But then again, I'm not saying Justin Bieber makes bad music. I just know I'm not the target audience, which is fine. It's okay to say that, by the way. I'm just not the target audience.
You're not a teenage girl. Yes, Gary. I understand.
But but as far as like people saying that like Justin Bieber just dropped his album to step on Push's album, it's like, I think the audiences are way too different to give a fuck. Like, I guess like you could say that because Justin Bieber dropped that. Oh, and of course, like the Jack Boys tape we're gonna talk about briefly, but just the fact that like he dropped, I don't think he was really intentionally to step on Push's album, because at the end of the day, like it's like Pusha's like literally hardcore rap. Like a lot of niggas that listen to Pusha T and Malice more than likely wear baggy jeans and probably backed out some like, I don't know, like old Billionaire Boys Club t-shirts and shit. Like
fitted hats.
I literally saw a tweet
long Jesus chain.
I literally saw a tweet that had me freaking dying laughing. It's like, niggas who was running to go listen to this like Clips album is still like, it was like shops at Union and Kip. And I'm like, okay, what's wrong with that? We need to normalize. Can we stop shitting on brands where it's like there's items that cost $1,000 for one piece?
That's true. But that's what we do. We stop wearing something and stop being cool. We start shitting on it.
Exactly.
That's like the fashion shit. But there has been some honorable mentions, as you said, as far as like notable albums that dropped this week. Travis Scott, and the Jack Boys released Jack Boys 2.
That's what I was running all weekend for sure.
I still haven't heard it, so I really don't have a review. I've heard the song you sent me.
I'm disappointed. You a coon ass nigga.
No, the song you sent me was amazing.
You ran to Justin Bieber, but did not listen to Jack Boys.
You saying I had some death in the family. I hate to play that
card. So you gonna play that card. So you gonna listen to freaking Justin Bieber. No, you were a believer this weekend, pretty much.
When the album dropped, I had a chance to listen to. You couldn't escape the Clips album. It's like you were forced. Rock Nation made sure it was in every publication. You were forced to check it out. with the Justin Bieber album, he hasn't released music in so long, and every woman I
He
follow,
was tap dancing. I understand.
every woman I follow is posting it on social media. I couldn't escape it neither, so I had to. The Jack Boys album, the songs you sent me via messages, because we tend to do that. Whatever is the heat that we think is on the project, we send it to each other. I've heard the couple of songs that you sent me, but the overall project, I haven't.
Well, I would say like with the Jack Boys album, like I really love this album, even though there's like been some form of critiques. And I think the main reason why this album is getting some form of critique because like unlike the Clips album, bro, there's zero rollout. If you don't have an Instagram page, you're not gonna know this album came out. And there's like heavy like hitter production. There's a lot of features, and there's a lot of dope songs on this shit. Like I love like the usual suspects like Playboy Cardi, Future. There's a song with Tyler and Vybz Kartel that they gonna be out there for that one for sure. We won't hear it in Palm Beach for another 5 years, but that's gonna be a hot song.
He's Jamaican, of course he was gonna go straight to that.
That's a fire one. But I love the album. It actually kind of reminded me, not obviously very like, but it's like it reminded me of like Astroworld. It was just like a lot of different vibes into one, pretty much. So like I enjoyed it a lot for sure.
Okay, y'all know I'm an R&B head, so another honorable mention is the Giveon album, Beloved, that dropped. I was privy to hear a couple of songs.
I know you were trying your best to go to that one.
Here's my thing with Giveon. Okay, let's be honest. We get it. You've gotten your heart broken. You the dark-skinned, deep-voiced nigga that we felt and understood the pain. It's just sing about. I just want a different subject matter. That's all I'm asking. Giveon, again, I'm just a fan. You don't owe me any explanation. You don't owe me the fucking ear to even change or tweak what you do. It's just tapping into that old soul, old school vibe. I just heard it. You feel me? I just heard it. You bringing back the Motown sound. You bringing back, some of the old classic, old soul feels. I get it. It's just we done heard those little ballads before about losing your girl, getting your girl, not being able to keep your girl, being depressed and love. Woe is me. Let's just share more happy stories about love. That's all. Because, again, love is a beautiful thing. Mm-hmm. For something that the world is chasing after and everyone wants, I'm pretty sure there's good sides of it, too. Let's just speak to that part. That's my only thing.
All right.
I'm tired of the sad music, bro. The rappers are killing each other and the drill music is getting popular. In R&B, niggas can't stay together and everybody's, fucking my side bitch, da-da-da-da. Like, please bring back the positivity and the happy medium in music. That's
exactly.
all.
You were expecting on like leaving a coke rap album to like some happy love like shit, and you didn't get it.
Yeah, balance. I just that's what life is about. I
understand. I didn't listen to the Giveon album, but if I had to segue, do you know who was one person that I wish I put out more happy stories?
Oh,
Tyler Perry.
What a segue. We actually, at this point, we've been ignoring this topic for weeks now.
I know.
Even though sometimes we ran out of time to actually talk about it. Tyler Perry was in the news recently, accused of a lot of alleged wrongdoings. But beforehand, how do you feel about Tyler Perry? Let me just get your idea and your stance on Tyler Perry, because a lot of people give a fuck about this topic. A lot of people don't give a fuck to talk about this because they're like, he's a coon. He made his money off of black pain. I don't want to hear this nigga. So how do you feel about Tyler Perry? And who he is and what he means to black culture?
Yes. So Tyler Perry, I respect Tyler Perry for sure. Black billionaire. He gives out a lot of jobs. He gives out a lot of opportunities to content creators. That I would say.
Okay.
Let's start off with the love.
I feel like the bullshit is coming now.
My issue with Tyler Perry is like, yo, fam, I love the fact that like you tell a lot of black stories. You really you can tell like the root of what he does in life is, hey, I want to promote black women. I think that's just been his spiel, like, his whole career. Like, he loved black women so much, he became a black woman, damn near in his movies. Like, and that's even no smut, because Madea is, like, the first thing you see about Tyler Perry is Madea has been, like, his prime crop, the cream of the crop of his career. That's his main character, that he plays himself. Mm-hmm. So it's like, and I get it, and I know people get the slander, like, oh, it's a black man that loves wearing, like, a dress, and of course, you guys know, like, the complications of, like, black men. Hollywood try to put black men in dresses, but he fully embraces it. I get it. I enjoy a couple of them, even though some of them were, like, horrible, but my issue is, as well, is that, like, Tyler Perry, if I had to ask one thing, is, like, I understand you love black women, and you love putting black women in a light, but you can do that without painting black men in a negative light.
True.
That's just been my personal main gripe with Tyler Perry. But as far as, like, well, what is your thoughts on Tyler Perry, actually, before I go to the main subject?
More of the same. Like, I just feel like us as a people, we're more than the struggles and the traumas that we've been through. So I just feel like there's a lot of black creators who created a lot. Like, you know, let's tap into, you know, some of the good things we've done over the years. Let's do a biopic about a black politician. Let's do a biopic about a black lawyer, a happy couple in love. It don't have to necessarily be the couple that, you know, started fighting, the cheating stories and the people that lose the kid and the, you know, the struggling marriage. It's just, there's happy things. Like, black people, we're the cool. We the core of the cool in society and in popular culture. Like, most of the trends kind of, like, come from us. We make the cool. You know, we co-sign what's going to be hot. So we set the trend. So I feel like if we start painting ourselves in the right light, like, if white people can just start whitewashing history and just deleting blatantly in front of us what has been done to us, and they're trying to change the narrative, we can too. Like, yeah, it don't have to be the black man with golds that ain't shit, that can't take care of his family. Like, black men are lawyers. Black men go to HBCUs. Black men, a lot of black men have jobs. A lot of black men are good fathers.
Black
like,
men
let's
become presidents.
They become presidents. Like, we had a president. Like, so I just want him to tap in more on the black success stories versus highlighting the traumas. That's my only thing. And again, he's had some amazing storylines and some movies that are important to culture. I think his stories are important, and I think we learn more from pain than joyous stories. I do get that. So if the formula is working and he obviously became a billionaire from doing what he's doing, who the fuck am I to tell him to stop? But at the same time, sometimes it's cool to see representation in a positive figure on TV that I could be like, oh my God, I would like to be Obama, because he became the president of the United States, you know, the first black president. So yeah, that's my only thing with Tyler Perry, man. It's just sometimes he just go far off script, and it could come off like he's cooning or he's following the general Hollywood agenda to kind of box black people into one thing.
Exactly.
That'd be my thing.
Yeah. But as far as with the topic, what's going on with this?
Yeah, he was accused of sexual misconduct, sexual assault. There's been rumors about Tyler Perry for years, about him being in the closet, him being gay, him just creating a weird, you know, work environment for people that work around him. But again, you're a billionaire, you one of the most powerful black men in Hollywood, you able to snap your fingers and change somebody's life or destroy it. A lot of people are afraid, again, to come forward. That's the same as the Harvey Weinstein stories we used to hear. So allegations came out that, you know, an actor, a white actor at that used to work for one of his shows, The Oval, came out and with a slew of messages.
Derek Dixon, I think.
Derek Dixon, which is a funny name, by the way. But my man came out with a whole bunch of allegations and a bunch of text messages alleging that Tyler Perry, you know, sexually pretty much harassed him and used the power dynamic between them to get over on him and to kind of ruin his life and his career. So a lot of people have been quiet about this.
Yes.
rightfully so. Everyone wants a job. Nobody want to cross the wrong motherfucker in Hollywood. But a lot of people, it kind of confirmed what they knew behind the scenes for a long time. How do you feel about this? Which side of the fence do you fall on? Do you actually feel like Tyler Perry could be guilty of everything he's accused of, or do you feel like they're just lying on another popular, opulent black man?
What I would say is, you know my first reaction when I saw the headline? Mm-hmm. Tyler Perry gets sued for sexual misconduct, sexual harassment, and sexual assault. My first question is, what's his name? So
you've been felt like he was.
It's not that I felt like that he was he's a closeted dude, but it's like these rumors have been on Tyler Perry for years, literally since we were in elementary.
That's cool. We've never seen him with a woman, and he's always known to have a quote-unquote girlfriend.
He has a child.
Allegedly, but there's multiple ways to have a child nowadays. It's 2025. No disrespect. Mm-hmm.
That is true, but yes, Tyler Perry has been the Boondocks episode. People said that oh, that's alluding to Tyler Perry. Childish Gambino on the show Atlanta did a spoof kind of a mimicking of what Tyler Perry Studios is like. There's always been some type of weird energy or jokes about Tyler Perry. Mm-hmm. But as I'm literally looking at this case, not gonna lie, it kind of looks like bullshit in my eyes. Mm-hmm. Even though I'm not saying that my favorite saying, whenever there's a lot of smoke, fire started somewhere. Mm-hmm. And me looking at those alleged texts, I'm not gonna lie, if they're true, Tyler Perry was definitely checking homeboy's temperature. Just checking, a little bit.
I think he fucked. I mean, allegedly.
As I'm looking at this, because not everything sounds believable, but it's I know something happened. Not saying they fucked, but it's something happened for sure. Because it's if it's true, Tyler Perry, why are you in? Because apparently this man was handpicked out of a group of people. Oh, I want this dude, and he started off in a show called Ruthless, and then he literally down the line he became a main character in the show The Oval, and Tyler Perry said that not even Tyler Perry, he said that he was invited to Tyler Perry's home. And he spent the night there, and I'm like,
Words mean things.
First of all, as a grown man, why are you staying at another grown man's house that you're not really too aware of? By the way, I'm 20.
They could be homeboys.
They could be homeboys, but it's at the end of the day, Cheech, I'm 28 years old. How many times have you said, yo, can I sleep over?
Yeah, that's crazy. That sounds crazy.
I don't even like to ask niggas for a ride home, let alone a sleepover.
That's true.
So it's literally as I'm looking into it, apparently he said alleged Tyler Perry kind of put himself onto him, choked him and tried to take down his pants and stuff, hugging him. He literally came into the guest room or guest house part of the house is came in just his boxers and stuff and making shit uncomfortable. And it's where did this happen? How did it start? I have so many questions. But looking at Tyler Perry's point of view is I understand that obviously you're a billionaire. There's definitely going to be some people that's going to try to lie on you or just trying to get a check out of you, of course. But looking at this slew of things, it's my main question as well is dude, $260 million you suing dude for? And on top of it, did you really want this because he did something, or that was just the price just to not out him as being gay? It's a heavy topic.
My only thing with that is I just want people to live their truth. Like I said, I think his audience would probably grow if they found out he was gay.
For sure.
But then again, Tyler Perry is so multifaceted to me. One minute he's a writer, a showrunner, an executive producer. At times he's a preacher, motivational speaker. So he wears a lot of hats. Mm-hmm. So and niggas like that, I'm better than thee. My shit don't stink, and I'm here doing more than most. Usually these people have something to hide. So again, I just hope that he's actually not guilty of everything he's alleged of doing.
Of course. Because
what a way to ruin your fucking career.
Of course. He's technically considered a pillar in our community. For sure.
Yes.
And I honestly think too, obviously I'm not saying that Tyler Perry is actually gay or not, but what I would say is that if you're Tyler Perry, I understand if you were gay, it would be kind of hard to come out because like your core audience is the black church.
That's true. As much as I hate to disagree and marginalize it like this, yes.
Yeah. But speaking of like possible homosexuality activities or opinions.
Yo, your segues have been crazy today. I know exactly where you go. You got to talk about Diddy, right?
Oh, actually, I wasn't going to talk about Diddy. Like, is that next on the topic?
Yes, Diddy is next on the topics because
There's
right
a lot of
now,
suspect topics on this list.
yes,
by the way.
he's taking some classes in jail. He's attending therapy. He's really like starting his redemption, road to redemption process in jail, and that's way ahead of his sentencing. A lot of people are saying like, oh, you're just doing this, to change your image and yada yada yada. My only question is, I'm tired of these Diddy stories and talking about this shit. Do you feel like there's a world where he could come out and pick right back up where he left off?
Yes, of course. The fact I literally knew that like if the fact that like I don't think Diddy, if he is actually doing like some time, I don't think he does more than 5 years. I personally think he is like literally just walking out on probation. That's just my personal opinion because it's like with the charges that he get, I think he can get up to like 20 years or like up to 10 years. And let's be honest, Diddy's like damn near a billionaire. So it's like, are you really going to put someone worth that much money behind bars when you know you can make money off of them?
And it's their first major offense, yeah.
That too. But like, yeah, looking at like the whole Diddy case thing where it's like, I'm just trying to know like, yeah, he's gonna be fine, unfortunately. I personally don't think that his image will be the same, but there will be like a lot of people that will still like come up next to him. Like we all know he's gonna be on Drink Champs. We all know he's gonna be on The Breakfast Club. Cause let's be honest, do you really think that if Diddy is coming at you, say I want to do an interview, you're turning that down? You're not.
The views would go ridiculous, especially
sure.
if it's his first interview.
Exactly.
I mean, I personally think, nothing surprises me anymore. And, I think, again, I'm a fan of his music and his brain as an executive and shit like that. But sadly, like, America care about a good story. They don't necessarily care about the victim of that story.
Or the truth.
Or the truth. Like, America want to be able to market your pain, make some money off of it, and laugh in your face. So I do think he's going to come out, cut the right checks, align himself with the right organizations for his image, donate some money to a cause. And I think, I'm not saying his image is going to be the same because just like there's a lot of people that still hate Chris Brown for what he did to Rihanna, there's going to be a group of people that don't give a fuck about Sean Combs. But there's also going to be another group that will be like, well, he did this, but these white people or this white man did X, Y, and Z, and you guys still revere him as X, Y, and Z. A lot of people always mention Woody Allen and certain people that have done grimy shit in the past. So, again, I care more so about the man. He's Diddy, whether you like him or not, he's black excellence. I would like for him to come out, get the help that he needs, and actually do the work to rehabilitate, to do the rehab the proper way. That's what I hope for. Again, I don't think there's any way that all his alleged victims, could feel, a sense of, like they actually got justice. Sadly, that's the system. But, if he is going to come back to society, I just hope that he gets all the help that he needs, man.
And that's another thing is, like, what is justice like in this case? Because it's like, yo, Cassie, we really, if you really sit down, yo, Cassie did so much just in that courtroom. It's like, yo, she was literally reliving all the shit she either had to do or incorporated to do while pregnant, like 8 to 9 months pregnant at that. And on top of it, you have like the other girl where it's like the other Jane Doe, which allegedly ends up being, not even allegedly, it's 50 Cent's baby mama. So like you're literally telling the world all the shit that you've done with Diddy, and it's like just for him just to possibly walk out. So it's like you literally embarrassed yourself for no reason.
Yeah, you pulled your own skeletons out the closet to embarrass yourself.
And like, and the last thing I'll say about the whole Diddy situation is like, and I think we disagreed on this part, where it's like, what we collectively think Diddy should do is get the fuck out of here, sit back, stay away from the cameras. But we all know Brother Love loves to be in the limelight. He loves to be in the camera. He's still gonna have a fucking party, no matter how small. Diddy could have a party on TV and it would still look weird.
Yeah. I definitely think he should lay low for a while for sure. I think, again, he should just focus on his family. He does have, I believe, 3 girls.
He looks after a lot of kids. He looks after a lot of people.
Yeah, so it's like, just to kind of repair some of the damage that was done, it's good to kind of like take the humble route. But again, ego comes into play. I've never been in a position like Diddy's been in and have upwards to $1 billion to play with. So I've never been worth $1 billion. And, I'm not saying I'd be wilding like that, but at the same time, I understand. But anywho, prayers for everyone involved.
Definitely prayers for everyone involved. Because that's a sticky situation, pun intended.
Sticky situation is crazy. All right. The next topic, me and Gary was going back and forth for over an hour. I actually woke up one day and actually saw Gary debating this topic in our group chat that is supposed to be about fly shit and fashion and all that, the good shit. So
allegedly.
Yeah, allegedly. Gary, do you want to introduce this topic and tell the people what your stance has been all week on this? Because you've been really passionate about this.
Yes. Off camera, I've been very passionate about it.
Yes.
Actually, I even kind of said my opinion on my Instagram story. But so Drake was at Wireless Festival out in London. I think he headlined all 3 dates.
Brought a lot of people out.
Brought a lot of people. It was literally Drake weekend, all throughout London. Drake was on headlines every freaking day, every hour of the day. But of course, there is one little headline, one little topic that sent everybody in disarray. I never seen something so small have a nigga cause so much freaking commotion. So as you guys know, that Drake has. It's not even an opinion. Drake is known to have some of the worst tattoos that you could have for somebody with his worth.
He's definitely known
some questionable tattoos. I don't know if he considers himself his body like a portrait, he has multiple
like a canvas or some shit.
Like a canvas. I don't know what these earthy niggas say, but he has tattoos of Lil Wayne. He has tattoos of him passing the Beatles. He has a tattoo of Sade. He has literally Drake has the most light-skinned face tat of all time. It's his mom's initials. So Drake is no stranger to obscure tattoos. But Drake always had on his on his arm, a picture of a high school LeBron. And of course, as you guys know, that Drake and LeBron haven't been seeing eye to eye, and so. Drake did not make an announcement, by the way. He was just performing, and obviously someone took a picture of him. And of course, somebody zoomed in on Drake's tattoos, and then we see that the LeBron tattoo is not there. It is a tattoo of Shai Gilgeous-Alexander's jersey.
And Gary lost it. Gary called fucking Drake all types of LGBTQ names.
That is not true. I'm not saying I called him all that now. Don't put words in my mouth. I did have my opinion.
All the syllables.
All the vowels.
All the vowels, man. But tell the people what you told me. Don't be pussyfooting around. Okay,
I'll say it here. I'm not gonna lie. It's
you think Drake is a you
whoa.
You can bleep that word. You think Drake is
you're just giving me more fucking work.
Right.
Damn.
For covering up his LeBron tattoo with his Shai tattoo. That's what you said to me.
Well, what I said is, I think it's fucking weird, sassy, woman-like.
You said all words to that, so you a bitch-ass nigga.
Because and by the way, as I'm giving out this topic, I want to address this. I'm a Drake fan.
Yes, correct.
But come on, fam. Drake, I think you are completely out of pocket to literally cover up a tattoo of a man with another man.
Okay.
Is that crazy to say?
I mean, look, I think your original stance was Drake, that was a gay move. Drake should have never covered.
I said that. I said that I understand Drake is not gay, but if someone said that was a gay act,
I understand. But my rebuttal to that is, again, as much as, I wouldn't put myself in that position to do what he did, but we all know Drake, we clearly know Drake is not gay.
we clearly know.
As far as we know.
Drake has seen more pussy than a New York City public bathroom.
Correct. And, secondly, I think the thing is, most people I know that has a tattoo has some weird story behind their tattoo.
Yes.
And a lot of people that have tattoos have portrait tattoos of people that they revere, whether it's family members, people they look up to in popular culture, music, media, etc. So to me, the fact that he had a tattoo done was not a problem. The fact that he covered a tattoo of LeBron with Shay's tattoo was my issue because it was just very sassy. That's my personal opinion. I don't think getting a tattoo itself was sassy because, again, you got a tattoo of Shay. He's Canadian excellence, if that's even a term or a phrase. Who knows? He might be the only Canadian to win an MVP and a championship in the same year. Again, LeBron is known to have, crazy pride about where he came from. He proudly represents his people. So, again, I was not against the move. But was it sassy to cover up a man's tattoo with another man? I get it. But to actually get a tattoo of another guy or a portrait of someone's jersey or someone on your body, that was my caveat.
And my strong point about this, what pisses me off is like, yo, fam, you can tell this tattoo is made completely out of emotion. Tattoo's not even good, by the way. That's one. And on top of it, it's like, dude, I already thought it was low-key weird that you have a whole portrait of LeBron in his high school jersey on you. I just thought that alone was odd. And on top of it, cool. I understand LeBron is a GOAT. He's a legend, a living legend. I get it. Cool. I let it rock. But this is how you know you made this stuff like out of pure emotion. Like, yo, fam, you literally putting Shai Gilgeous-Alexander's jersey covering up in the same spot. By the way, Shai is younger than you. That's one. He's like 27, 28. He's like my age. Two is like, bro, you have the Thunder on your freaking body. Meanwhile, you're an ambassador for the Toronto Raptors.
Mm-hmm. Correct.
It's like this was like a completely miscalculated move in my personal opinion.
I get it. I mean, like I said, I don't give a fuck about what he has on his body. That's his body.
It's his body.
His body,
his choice.
Yeah. So, but my thing is, I don't think the move was gay. Was it sassy? Yes. Was it feminine? Was it bitch-like? Yes. But to call again, the main thing we was calling Drake was sassy and gay for covering the tattoo. I think that was kind of unfair. That's my only thing. That's it. That's all I have to say.
And we have to put the disclaimer: if you're gay, that's completely fine. Live your truth. But Drake, and you be bigging up us Jamaicans. You know how we feel about that number 2. I'm gonna leave it at that.
That's crazy. To kind of get out of since we kind of mentioned LeBron, there's rumors that LeBron is gearing up for his retirement. Yes. Tour, and Chris Paul is another legend that actually announced his retirement for next year. What do you think those two players' retirement looks like? Do you think they deserve a farewell tour? What do you think is next for LeBron and Chris Paul after retirement? Because, again, these guys have been playing since they were damn near 5 years old. Their whole lives revolve around basketball. Exactly. A lot of players get depressed after retiring, and if they have no other gig lined up that relate to what they used to do, they get depressed, and some of them even commit suicide. So how do you feel on, pretty much the state of things, and what do you think is the next move for LeBron and possibly Chris Paul?
Well, first I'm going to start off with Chris Paul. I think it's odd that Chris Paul is still playing. That's just my personal opinion. And, I understand,
he's one of the best point guards of all time.
I understand that, but it's like, Chris Paul, you're at that age now where it's like, yes, you're a great. I think at this point, Chris Paul should be like an assistant coach. That's just my personal opinion. Okay. Because it's like he's like very important to every team that he goes to, but it's like, my nigga, like
He doesn't make a difference, you don't think?
You're at this point in your career where it's like, yeah, you don't make a difference on the team. You're literally filling up a roster spot. And I don't want to see you go out like how like Shaq did and see you bouncing up in like different jerseys and completing the Rainbow Challenge. So it's like, I just think that like, I mean, in my eyes, it literally just looks like Chris Paul is like trying his best not to retire so he doesn't have to like just be home and stuck with his thoughts all day. That's just how I view it. Now with LeBron, I'm generally confused on what he's doing because it's like, I understand the fact that like, yes, you made an All-NBA second team like last year. I think it was second or third, but he made an All-NBA team last year at 40. It's never been done before. He's literally playing like he can literally play like another 5 to 10 years.
No, five to 10 is a little crazy.
All I'm saying is, the last season I did, I'm on an All NBA team. You know what that means? I'm literally top 25, top 20
also
players
LeBron.
in the league.
Like he's marketable. He's a reason to watch. So they're gonna make sure he makes the team.
Yes, I understand. But what's confusing the fuck out of everybody is like LeBron. You literally opted in your contract. You get the full $50 million. And now you're talking like you want to be traded. Bro, life does not work like that. He says, I want to win a ring. Then why didn't you take less fucking money? And I understand people are going to say that like, oh, you don't give billionaires a discount. I understand that, but it's like, what's your purpose of still playing at this point? Because now it just looks like you just don't want to go home.
That's true. I mean, I look at LeBron in the same vein I looked at Tom Brady when everybody felt like they should have retired. I just feel like, again, I will never test or question LeBron's IQ, his knowledge of the game, and his insight on the sport of basketball. I think he's gearing up to having a retirement like Magic Johnson, where he, ends up being a GM or an owner of a team. I mean, he's made over $1 billion playing the sport. He's one of the best basketball minds in the world. He can literally retire wherever the fuck he wants. He could retire in LA. He could retire in Miami. He could retire in Cleveland. Wherever he goes is going to be a fucking movie. And his retirement farewell tour is going to pretty much sell out in every fucking stadium he goes to. Yeah. So my only thing is I hope he don't drag it out. While we care, do it. Because I don't want you to kind of like end up like MJ and just start scoring 10 points a game, 5 points a game, and you get super washed, and that's when we like, all right, hang it up, grandpa. So I don't ever, and that was my argument with KD last episode. Like, yo, again, I understand you probably the last to know that you're on your way out, that you no longer are relevant and you a game changer, but I don't know. I just want my top guys and the people that I respect and look up to and love to kind of like check out. Mm-hmm. Not necessarily in their prime, but at their own terms while they're on top.
Got it. One last question I have to ask you is like, where do you think LeBron should retire?
Cleveland for sure. I think for history's sake, for that town, for what he created for that economy, I think he should do it like that. Because with LeBron or without LeBron, LA is still LA. The Lakers have a rich tradition already, and they've had superstars like Magic Johnson's history and Kobe alone can overshadow not what LeBron did for the sport of basketball, but for LeBron's time at the Lakers, they could do that. So I feel like if you want to continue the story and be considered a god of a city, same thing I feel like with Cristiano Ronaldo. Like, you have to retire playing for a Portugal team. Yeah, get your money in Saudi Arabia. Yeah. You feel me? Do whatever you got to do, same as Messi. Get your money in the MLS. When it's time for you to hang it up, go to Argentina. Go to Portugal. Hang it up like the legend that you're supposed to be.
Exactly. I think, like, Cleveland definitely does make a lot of sense, but it's like Cleveland is kind of like almost at that time. They're on that timeline where it's like, well, we're supposed to be winning a championship right now, not literally kind of like stunting our growth for your one season. That's just like how I view it. Because it's like...
But nobody's going to turn away LeBron if he wants to come to your team.
Exactly. And on top of it, it's not even just like... And I'm not saying that like if LeBron's going to your team, you're automatically winning a champion with a 40-year-old LeBron. It's just really just like a money grab because like we know every single home game is going to be sold out, and we're going to make a shit ton of money for sure. But like, I do think Cleveland is a good choice, but I just think you should just retire in LA. Because I think if he retires in LA, there's going to be no debate that yes, they're giving you a statue.
Yeah, they're giving you a statue, and again, he's been significant to the sport. So, yeah. But again, I don't want them to drag it out. Chris Paul, salute to you. I know we spent half of this segment talking about LeBron and not really highlighting Chris Paul, and he's one of the best point guards of all time. Yeah. He doesn't get the credit sometimes that he deserves, but he's been a solid dude. There's been no allegations. He's not violent towards women. He stands up for the players. He stands up for important causes. Like I said, he's been a solid basketball player. He's been the embodiment of being professional, doing your job and going home. Mm-hmm. So, yeah, I mean, I wish the best for them guys, man. So exactly. That's kind of like where I stand with everything. Thank you guys for tuning in to the show. Thanks again for watching, for your comments, for your likes, for your subscriptions. We do this for y'all. Like I said, this shit is therapeutic for me. This is one of the ways that me and Gary spend time together. We enjoy creating this thing for y'all, crafting this thing for y'all, curating this thing for y'all. Yeah, man, with your support, again, we could take this shit to the moon and back. So, yeah.
Of course, man. I just want to say, once again, thank you for everybody that watches the show, for supporting me, especially on, like, my other channel as well. And I want to, like, make this, like, a very clear statement. If you're watching me on any platform, can you please make it at least 1080p?
Yes.
That's all I ask. You please like, comment, and share, but at least watch me in the good quality as I put it out.
We take pride coming to a studio to record this product on the best possible equipment. It'd be nice to enjoy this as the luxury experience that it's intended to be.
And if I had to ask for like any like quote unquote challenge, I want people to like take a picture of where they watch the podcast.
That would be cool. Yeah. I always view this as I don't know. I just wanna be messy boots sometimes. I wanna be the reason why people either argue, conversate. I just wanna strike a conversation. I want whether you're watching this with your partner, in the living room, you sharing those clips with your homeboys.
In the barbershop.
I just want any conversation that we have up here to spark a debate. Not an argument, a debate. Where people can express themselves, and yeah, you guys could grow with us. Because again, we're coming here with information in real time that we're learning, and we're still growing, into the men that we're supposed to be. So yeah, thank God, for you guys bearing with us, growing with us, and growing this platform. And yeah, we've seen the progress already. I mean, our TikTok page is almost at 10,000 likes.
Yeah,
and subscribers. The YouTube page is growing, so
we see the support.
Yeah, I appreciate y'all, man. Again, I go by the name of Cheech, aka the ladies' favorite broadcaster, aka Mr. Consistency, aka I don't care what's going on, I'm still showing up. But yeah, what about you, Gary?
And I go by the name of Gary, a.k.a. and Gary We Trust, a.k.a. Mr. Always Keep a Fresh Pair, a.k.a. just because you see me on your TV doesn't mean I got money for you.
You always sound like the battered husband anonymous.
Stupid. But
anyway, we'll catch y'all later, man. We are
These are the aesthetics. See y'all next time.